everyone, I'm Damla and welcome to my gorgeous crochet channel. In this video, you will be watching an AI narrated version of one of my crochet projects that I previously demonstrated on my channel. If you have any questions or get stuck at any point, feel free to leave a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video and share your thoughts in the comments. Thank you so much for your support and enjoy watching.
I can call this blouse of mine a poncho mesh blouse. I had some leftover yarn from a rose garden project I did recently. I wanted to turn it into a mesh blouse like this. I had about 100 grams of yarn on hand. A short break from the video. First of all, I would like to sincerely thank the valuable names flowing by on the side, my joined family. Many of you have been part of my family for a long time, and there are new friends who have just joined. I am so glad you all exist. If your dear friends would like to join and support me, you can find the join button right under the video. By clicking there, you can choose the option that suits you best. Thank you very much for your interest. I'm so glad you're here. I thought a mesh blouse would come out very easily, and I was not wrong, because I finished half of it. Half of it didn't even weigh 40 grams. This much will become a mesh poncho for me to wear over tank tops or dresses to complete my outfit. My length from my shoulder to the hem is 30 centimeters. I wanted it to be a bit of a crop top. I will also explain how we can make it larger. As for this part, the width from one arm to the other is 58 centimeters. The reason it looks like this in front of me is that we start knitting from here. So the chain we pull from here to there becomes our length from shoulder to hem. You can pull this chain to the length you want from the shoulder. Since we grow it as we knit, you can determine the width by trying it on yourself or the person you're knitting for after deciding the length. First of all, I would like to thank Craft Maxi once again. I swear I am in love with Yarn Art's Rose Garden this season. If it were up to me, I would only knit with this. I only want to make projects with this. It is so pleasant to knit. I wish it had solid colors too, not just color transitions. Color transitions are very pleasant, but solid colors are also needed for some projects. I thank Craft Max TR once again for this yarn. You can also place secures from them. In this project, I am knitting this yarn using a 3mm crochet hook, so we can start making it together. Before we begin, as always, I would like to ask you to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. When you subscribe, comment and like, you really support me a lot. Each of these actions is completely free of charge. I thank you all in advance for your interest, and I am starting to chain a whopping in 10 in total for this length. First, I will pull my loop. Then I will start pulling my chain. The blouse I am making will fit sizes 36 to 42. However, the number of chains I gave here was 110. But the yarn you use might be different, or your hand might be different. I definitely recommend that you work by taking your own measurements. And let's start setting up the pattern together right away. I skip 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chains and place my finger on the 7th. I wrap the yarn around my hook 3 times, insert it into the chain where my finger is, and pull through in 3 steps. 1, 2. I wrap the yarn 3 times and pull through 4 times. So I am actually crocheting quadruple trebles. I am crocheting treble stitches. I pull through 4 times. I chain 4 as well. Look, I wrap it 3 times again. Here I skip 1, 2, 3, 4, insert into the 5th. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Wrap 3 times. You come right next to it. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 chains in between. Now we will crochet 2 identical pieces and then sew or join them with a crochet hook. We will give it its shape. The stitch counts here must be exactly the same for the first and second pieces. Let me remind you of that. After finishing the first, please use the first one as a reference. For the second, 1, 2, 3, 4. I will continue like this until the end of the row. Let's move up a row. The pattern will repeat itself anyway, but let's see how to move up and crochet. I completed the first row this way. Look, I had 18 double stitch groups here. I crocheted 18 of them here too. Now I'll show how to move up to the next row. After that, I repeated this for 25 rows. So look, 1, 2, 3, 4, up to 25 rows. But as I said, please adjust your piece according to your own measurements. When moving up, I immediately chain 6. Then I turn my piece and wrap the yarn around my hook 3 times. Start crocheting my long legs. I always have 4 chains in between. Look, I wrapped it 3 times again. This is the entire construction of the model, my friends. How easy it is. It's quite simple, but I think it looks very chic when worn. I hope you liked it too. Crochet it to your own size, as you wish. Now let's finish both pieces to the same size. Then let's join the 2 pieces together to give our poncho blouse its shape. I finished both pieces to the measurements I provided. Now I will stack these 2 pieces on top of each other. Look. Like this and like this, joining from the top and the sides. And that's how simple it is to shape the blouse. I will now join the shoulder and the side of one part and come back. Let's do the other side together. I did the joining on the shoulder and the side using a slip stitch method. I haven't hidden the threads yet. I will hide the threads. You can also sew these parts if you like. How much space did I join at the top? Let me give you that measurement right away. I left 14 centimeters for one shoulder. I left 14 centimeters for one shoulder. Now we will join the other one together. I also left 25 centimeters for the neckline. As for the side joining at the bottom, look, let me give you that measurement too. I joined 14 centimeters down from the shoulder. The bottom side joining is the same. Now let's zoom in on the frame to see our joining. First, I pull my stitch through. And look at the base of the first stitch on both pieces. First into this one, then into the other one. I insert the hook. And crochet a single crochet. Then I chain 1, 2, 3. I go into the back first and slip stitch like this. Then I chain 1, 2, 3. Again, I come to the front side and do a slip stitch there. 1, 2, 3. One, two, three. I'm turning back down. 1, 2, 3. Back to the gap above. I will continue just like before until the stitch marker. As I approach the place I marked, I continue with the same logic. Now, after inserting into the top gap for the last time and slip stitching, I'll make my 3 chains again. Sorry, the yarn here. Split, let me fix it right away. I turn back with a chain. And this time, I'll insert into the base of the stitches where I place the marker, make a single crochet, lock it, and cut my yarn. This is how we do our shoulder joining. As for the side joining, as I said, I've determined the measurement. I'm holding them together again, right now. Look, I'll start by inserting into the base of the first double crochet of both pieces. First, I insert it into the base of this one. Then I insert into the base of the other double crochet. After pulling my loop through and making a single crochet. Now, on both sides, I will join by slip stitching. I'll make a slip stitch here. When we come to the gaps between the other 2 double crochets, we will slip stitch again. Now let's insert into this one too. I insert into the base of both. I pull my loop through, make my single crochet, and I join by inserting into the side-by-side double crochets. I reach the side without tightening my hand at all. Look, I slip stitched again. I made a chain. I inserted into the gap again. I slip stitched again. I made a chain, but I'm keeping my hand very relaxed. Now, when I reach the double crochet bases, I insert and slip stitch again. I keep slip stitching the bases of the double crochets. When I reach the gap, I first slip stitch once and make a chain. I slip stitch once more and make a chain. When I get to the end, look, I'm slip stitching one last time. But I insert into the same place, make a single crochet to lock it, and cut my yarn. Yes, it's actually that simple. We made a crochet blouse to knit and wear in one day. It looks very stylish on. I need to hide these ends immediately. Let me tell you how many grams it is. It weighed 80 grams in total. It fits comfortably from sizes 36 to 40. To increase the size or length, we just increase the number of chains at the beginning. We can widen it by extending it as much as we want. I would like to thank Craftmax TR for giving me the opportunity to work with this wonderful yarn. I think I want to keep working with rose gardens all summer. Also, if you've watched this far and enjoyed it, I would appreciate a heart. You would make me happy if you don't spare your comments and likes. Thank you all very much. See you in the next videos. Goodbye, friends.